are you? I hope you all are doing great today. My name is Renu Rathi and we will be learning our very interesting and a very relatable topic, that is addition and subtraction. In this chapter, we will learn about what we have learned in the previous classes, some facts about addition and subtraction, addition strategies, problems on addition, subtraction strategies, then subtraction of 4-digit numbers with or without regrouping, then finding the missing minute and subtrahend, some problems on subtraction and some word problems on mixed operation, that is addition and subtraction. Now let's start with our let us do. Let us start at 1000 and move along the path and then add the numbers with the answers. So here we have given that 61 plus 14 plus 47 plus 14, that is 61, 47 plus 15, that is 62, 47 plus 20, that is 67, 47 plus 17, that is 64. Now here we have to write what will be added to this number 1000 plus 1251, that is equals to 2251, and this is 2230. Then when we add it to this number, we will write the numbers here. That's how you have to complete the remaining part. Now let's start with some facts about addition. As we have already known how to add 3-digit or 4-digit numbers, now let's learn how to add 5-digit numbers and 6-digit numbers. Now when we add the numbers added together are known as the addends, and the result after addition is known as the sum. Now when we add, these two numbers are the addends and the answer we get is the sum. Now here are some addition facts, that is, if 0 is added to a number, the value is always remain same. Now the next one is, if we change the order of the number to be added, the answer always remains same. We change the order, the answer remains same. Now the next one, if we group numbers in any order, the answer always remains same. Like these are the three numbers, firstly we group them together, then we group them together, and the answer in both the cases is 117. Now the fourth one is, the number being added are called addends and the result of addition addend is called the sum or total. Now let's look at some facts about subtraction. So when we subtract which is left over, that is to find out what is missing. Now the number which is being subtracted, this is the subtrahend and this is our minute, and the answer we get on subtracting the two numbers is called the difference. Here is our difference. Now let's look at some subtraction fact. In the first one, the number does not change if 0 is subtracted from it. When we subtract 0, number is same, and when we subtract 0, the number always remains same. Now the second rule says that if a number is subtracted from itself, when we subtract a number from itself, the answer always remain 0 in every case. Now let's look at some subtraction strategies. Let us understand some strategies which help us doing subtraction or addition easily. First is breaking up one number. For example, we can break the numbers like 25 can be written as 20 plus 5, then we add them and after that 5. Similarly, 35 can be written as 30 plus 5, when we add first these two and then plus 5. That makes the number addition easily. Second is breaking up two numbers. That is, we can break up both the numbers, that is 56 can be written as 50 plus 6, 34 can be written as 30 plus 4. Now 50 plus 30 is 80 plus 10, that is 90. Again here it can be written as 720 plus 5 and 70 plus 4, then it can be written as 799. Similarly, in example number 1 and 2, again we have split both the numbers. Here again we have break both the numbers. Here in our three terms, that is 35 can be written as 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 5, and the answer is 189. Now let's start with exercise 3.1. In the first part, we have to fill in the blanks with the correct option and we have to color the OMR sheet. So the first one, 1 plus 999 becomes 1000, that is first one is the correct answer. Here we have to add the following numbers by breaking up one number. Here we have to add the following number by breaking up both the numbers. Now let's understand this. This can be written as 50 plus 3 plus 26. That can be written as 29 plus 50. That is equals to 79 is our correct answer. Now in the next one, we have to add the following by countings in 10. And here we have to add them by any suitable rearrangement. So when we rearrange them, we can write it as 60 plus 5. That can be written as 20 plus 3, 60 plus 20, that is 80, 80 plus 8, that is 82. 8. That's how you can complete the remaining part. Now next is our addition. Now we have this example, we have to add all these numbers. Now firstly we will write them in the proper column, then adding ones, tens, 100, 1000 and 10,000. Now here are our addends and here is our sum. So firstly adding the ones, that is 9 ones, then adding the tens, 9 tens, adding hundreds, 8 hundreds, then 7,000 and then 9 10,000. So the answer we get is 97,899. Similarly, in the next one we have to add these numbers with regrouping. That means firstly we arrange them in the place value column. After that, firstly we will add the ones, that is we have 11 ones, that means we will write 1 1 and 1 to the tens column. After that we will add the tens, then here we have 2 in the tens place and 1 being carried over to the 100 column. Then we will add the hundreds, and when we add the hundreds it has become 400 and 1000, then 1000 is carried over to the 1000 column. After that we will add the 1000, and when we add the 1000 we will write 4 in the 1000 place, and after summing all the digits we get 4421 as our answer. Now in example number 3 we have to add these numbers. In the first one we will add the ones, then we will add the tens, then 18, 1 is carried over, then we will add the hundreds, then the answer is 1882. Now in the next one we have to find the sum of these two numbers. Firstly we will arrange them in the place value chart. Then in the step 1 we will add the ones column, that is we will write 1 in the ones, 1 is carried over, then we will add the tens, then again 1 is carried over to the 100 one, then again we will add the 100 and it becomes 500, then we will add the 1000, here we have 13,000, that means 3 to the 1000 one and 10,000 is carried over, then we will add the 10,000. After that here we have 10,000, that means 0 in the 10,000 place and 1 lakh is carried over. After that we will add the lakhs and 6 lakh. Now after summing all the digits, the answer we get is 6,03,511. Now let's start with example number 5. We have to add these two numbers. Firstly we will arrange them in the place value column like this. After that we will add the ones, then we write 7 in the ones column, then we will add the tens, then 9 in the tens column, then we will add the hundreds and 7 in the hundreds column. After that we will add the thousands, then 9 in the 1000 column, and the answer we get is 9,797. Now in example number 6 we have to add these numbers. In the first one we have to arrange them in the place value column like this. After that we will add the ones, and after regrouping we will write 2 in the ones column and 1 is carried over to the tens place. After that in the step 3 we will add the tens. After adding the tens we will write 2 in the tens place and 1 is being carried over to the 100 column. After that we will add the hundreds, then we will write 2 in the 100 place and 1 is being carried over to the 1000 column. Then we will add the thousands, and after adding all the numbers the sum we get is 8,222. Now let's start with exercise 3.2. In the first part we have to add all the following. Now first one is 4 plus 3 7, 9 plus 4 13, 1 carry over, 9 plus 2 11 plus 1 12, 1 carry over, 9,237 is the correct answer. Now in the second part again we have to add the following terms. So this is 3 plus 2 5 plus 2 7, 7 6 7 7. So the correct answer is 77,677. That's how you can solve the third part also. Now in the fourth one we have to match these columns and then we have to add the following sums. So for this one, firstly we will write the columns, the numbers in the place value chart, and the last number is 3,387, and when we add all of them it becomes 21, 2 carry over, that means the last digit is 1, so we can tick the fourth option is our correct answer. That's how you can solve the remaining part. Now let's look at the problems on addition. In example number 7 we have told that the cost of car is this and the cost of scooter is this and the cost of bicycle is X. We have to find the total cost, that means we have to add all of the terms. Here we wrote all the terms and when we add them the total cost is 2,06,707. Now in example number 8 we have told that the cost of flat is this more than that of a car, and if the cost of car is this, we have to find the total cost of the flat and the car. That means we will add both the terms. Here is the cost of car, and when we add it to the cost of flat, that means we will get the cost of flat here. After that, we have given the cost of car. Now here we have the total cost of car, that is the previous one, and when you add this one, then the total cost of car and flat together is 4,61,725. Now let's start with exercise 3.3. In the first part, we have told that in a school library there are this much amount of English books, Hindi books and books of other languages. How many total books are there in the library? That means we have to add all these three terms. So firstly, we will arrange them in the place value column, that is 35,000, 32,592. After that, we have 48,544. After that, we have 25,928. And when we add them, it is 8 plus 2 plus 4, 14, 1 carry over, 10 plus 16, 1 carry over, 5, 5, 10, plus 9, 19, plus 1, 20, 0, 2 carry over, 2 plus 2, that is 4, plus 5, that is 9, 9 plus 8, that is 17, 1 carry over, 4 plus 4, 8 plus 2, 10. So there are total 1,07,064 books in the library. That's how you can solve the remaining part. Now let's start with our subtraction strategies. Numbers can be subtracted very quickly and easily. Now you need to know the different strategies, and here are the following different strategies. Now first strategy says that decompose or break down of numbers. That means 15 can be written as 10 plus 5. Now 98 minus 10 is 88, minus 5, that is 83. Now 26 can be written as 20 plus 6. Firstly we minus 20 and after that we get 38. 57 can be written as 50 plus 7, subtracting 50 and then 7, it becomes 31. Now next strategy says that makes on 10 numbers by adjusting both the numbers. That means we can write 87 minus 19 as 87 plus 1, 19 plus 1, that is 88 minus 20, 68, that is 92 minus 1, 31 minus 1, that is 91 minus 30, 61, 81 plus 3, 27 plus 3, that is 54. Next is count up. That means we will count up to how many numbers the next number will be. So 54 minus 36, we will count from 36, count to 54, plus 4, 40, plus 10, 50, plus 4, 40. When we add them, it becomes 18. Similarly, plus 7 plus 85, that is 92, plus 13 plus 200, that is 213. Now let's start with the subtraction of 4-digit numbers. Now let's start with without regrouping. We have to subtract these numbers. Firstly, we will arrange them in the place value columns. After that, we will subtract the ones. After subtracting the ones, we write 4 in the ones place, then we subtracting the tens, then we write 4 in the tens place, then we subtracting the hundreds, we write 1 in the 100 column, and after this we will subtracting the 1000 and we write 7 in the 1000 column, and the answer is 7144. Now let's start with exercise 3.4. In the first part, we have to subtract the following. Now here in the first one, we have written all the numbers in the place value column. Now we will subtract the ones column. Here we have 7 minus 4 is 3, 1 minus 0, 1, 2 minus 1, 1, and the answer is 6113. That's how you can solve the remaining part. Now in the next one, we have to subtract by decomposing numbers. It can be written as 73 minus 30 minus 8. That's how you have to solve it. Now in the next one, we have to subtract it by making tens by adjusting both the numbers. So what we can do, we can write it as 87 plus 3, 84 plus 3 minus 18 plus 1. After solving it, we will get our answer. The next one is we have to subtract by counting up. When we count up, that is 28 to 30, 2 numbers. After that, from 30 to 70, we have 40 numbers. So 40 plus 2, that is 42 is our correct answer. That's how we have to subtract it by suitable adjustment. Now let's start with mental math. In this one, we have to try to solve the numbers mentally. The difference of smallest 4-digit number and largest 3-digit number is right 1. That's how you can solve the remaining part. Now next is subtraction with regrouping. Let's understand it better with the help of our example. We have to subtract these numbers. Now firstly, in the step 1, we will arrange the numbers in the place value column like this. After that, we will subtracting the ones. While subtracting the ones, 2 minus 8, not possible. Then we will regroup and carry the 1 tens column. It becomes 12. 12 minus 8, 4. Then we write 4 in the ones column. After that, we will be subtracting the tens, and 3 is less than 9, so we will borrow 100 and then it becomes 13. 13 minus 9 is 4. We will write 4 in the tens column. After that, we will subtract the 100. 4 minus 6, not possible. We will borrow 1000 and then it becomes 14 minus 6, that is 800, and after that 8 minus 5 is 3, and then the correct answer is 5844. Now let's start with exercise 3.5. In the first part, we have to subtract them. 9 minus 8 is 1, 7 minus 3 is 4, 5 minus 4 is 1, 1. So it is 21,141. That's how you can complete the remaining part. Now in this one, we have to write all these in columns and then subtract. So it becomes 4, 6, 1, 1, 3, 5, 6, 6. So it becomes 11, it becomes 10, it becomes 5. So 11 minus 6 is, write 5. 10 minus 6 is 4. 5 minus 5 is 0. So 1045 is the correct answer. That's how you can solve the remaining part. Now next one is, we have to find the missing addends. To find the missing addends in addition, sum, and the given addend is subtracted from the sum. So if there are more than 2 addends, then the sum of given 2 is subtracted from that sum. For example, 25 plus how many number gives 49? That means we will subtract, it is 24. Again, we have to find which number, so we will add both of them and then subtract it from this. The answer is 63. Similarly, in example number 3, we have given that the sum of 2 numbers is this. One number is given. For the other number, we will subtract it. We will subtract this number from the one number. So when we subtracted it and we get that the second number is 534. Now let's start with exercise 3.6. In the first part, we have to find the missing addend in each case and check your answer. When 3215 was added to a certain number, the sum was this. We have to find a number. That means we will subtract 5361 minus 3215. So it becomes 11, it becomes 5. 11 minus 5 is 6, 4, 1, 2. And when you add both the numbers, you will get this as your sum. That's how you can check it, and that's how you can solve the second part also. Here you have to find the minute and subtrahend and then again check your answer. That means you will add both the digits, and if your answer is this, that means your answer is correct. Now in the next one, we have to match the columns. So here the first one is 67,584 minus 9895. So here we have 14, 17, 14 and 16. Now here firstly we have 12, 13, 14. 14 minus 5 is 9. And how you can check your answers, that which one has 9 as our ones, that is D option. That means fifth one is our correct answer. That's how we can solve the remaining part. Now let's start with finding the missing minutes or subtrahend. Here we will learn how we can find a missing minute. In the first one, what must be subtracted from 20 to get 80? That means we have to find a missing minute, and difference is added to subtrahend. That means difference plus subtrahend becomes our minute. That is 80 plus 20, that means 100 is our minute. Now always remember, to find the missing minute, the difference is added to the subtrahend like this. Now for example, we have to find a number from which this number must be subtracted to give this result. That means for this we will add both the numbers, and this is our minute, and for checking the answer we will subtract the minute from the subtrahend, and if our difference is this, that means this is our difference, that means our answer is correct. Now finding the missing subtrahend. In example number 1, we have to find it. Now in this one, firstly 90 minus which gives us 50. To find the missing subtrahend, the difference is subtracted. Minute minus difference is equals to subtrahend. So 90 minus 50, that means 40 is our subtrahend. Now always remember, to find the missing subtrahend, we have to subtract the difference from the minute. Now in example number 2, we have to find the number what must be subtracted from this number to give a difference of this. That means we will find the difference of these numbers. This is our subtrahend. After that we will find the difference, and if this is our answer, that means yes, this is our difference, that means our answer is correct. Now let's look at the problems on subtraction. In the first one, we have given the sum of two numbers, and if one of them is this, we have to find the other number also. Now here is the sum of two numbers, one number and sum of two numbers. For the other number, we will find the sum minus one number, and this is our other number. Now in next example, we have given that there are this much bags of wheat in a godown. If this much bag is taken out, then how many are remain? That means we will find the difference. Now after finding the difference, the bags that are remain in the godown is 66,402 bags of wheat are remaining. Now let's start with exercise 3.7. In the first part, what must be added to this number to get 4 lakh? So we will subtract ones, tens, 100, 1000, 10,000 and lakh. So that means we will erase the 1 0. Now next is our what must be subtracted, that is 2,57,125. 2,57,125 must be subtracted, and when we subtract these digits, firstly we will take the carryover, that is 9, 9, 9, 9, and here we have 3. Now 10 minus 5 is 5, 9 minus 2 is 7, 9 minus 1 is 8, 9 minus 7 is 2, 9 minus 5 is 4, and the answer we get, the number that must be added, that is 1,42,875 is added to this number to get 4 lakh as our answer. That's how you can solve the remaining part. Now let's start with word problems on mixed operation, that is on addition and subtraction. Let's understand it better with the help of our example. In example, we have told that the price of a car in the year 2008 was this, and its price in the year 2009 was increased by this, but its price in 2010 was reduced. We have to find the price of car in the year 2000. Now firstly we know price of car in 2000, then we know the price of car in 2009. That is increased, that means it is added. So after adding it, now the price of car is this much. Now in the price of car in 2010 is decreased, that means we will subtract this value from our original one, and after subtracting, the price of the car is 4,78,832. Now in the next example, we have told that Rahul had 2,565 with him, and he purchased a piece of furniture and spent this one on the transportation. How much money is still left with him? That means amount spent on furniture, transportation, so total amount is spent is this, and total amount money with Rahul is this, and now total amount spent is this much, then that means money left with Rahul is 640 rupees. Now in next example, we have given that in a school, this much students are travelled by school bus, 1200 came by their own transport and the rest by public transport. If there are 4200 students in the school, then find how many students come by public transport. That means by total students that took the bus, that is 37,000, and school, that means 500 students come by the public transport. After finding the difference between the total students and the total students by their own transport, so 500 students come by on transport. Now let's start with exercise 3.8. In the first part, in a school there are 1356 students in the junior block and 2457 in the middle block, 2457 in the middle block and 3250 in the senior block. So how many students are there in all? That means we will add all the digits. So it becomes 7 plus 6, that is 13, 1 carry over, that is 16, 1 carry over, that is 8 plus 2, 10, 1 carry over, that is 7063 students are there in the school all over. That's how you can solve the remaining part. Now let's start with think tank. We have to take the correct answer. When 0 is added to a number, the sum is right, the number itself. Now next is we have to write true or false. The sum of two numbers is always greater than each number. True, but false in case of 0. Now in the next one we have to find the difference between the numbers. Here firstly we will write 68,764 minus 13254. 0, 1, 5, 5, 5. 55,510 is our correct answer. Now next is fill in the blanks. The result which we get after subtraction is called the difference. That's how you can solve the fifth and sixth part. Now in the fifth one, what we have told that in election 4 candidates got this much vote. Find the total number of votes. That means we will add all the 4 digits and we will get the total number of votes for the 4 candidates. Next is we have to fill in the blanks by inserting correct digits. So 6 plus 6 is 12 plus 3, that is 12 plus 3, that is 15, and we get our answer here as 2, that means 15 plus 7. So here we get our 2 carry. That's how you have to complete the remaining part. Now next is our maths puzzle. We have to find a missing term in the following. So what will be the missing term in each of these terms? Here we have 30 plus 24, that is 64. Here we have 396 minus 400, that is 4. 45 minus 5, that is 5. And here what number must be subtracted from this number to get this number? That is 99,992. That's how you can complete it. Now next is our mental maths. We have to find the 4 odd numbers to make a total sum of 20. You can use a number more than once. You can use any number, that is 7 plus 7, that is 14. 14 plus 3, that is 15, 16, 17, and then 20. That's how you can complete the remaining part. Now in the next one we have horse. We have told that an Indian Airlines flew this much kilometer in 1 week, this in second and this in third. Find the distance covered by them in the 3 weeks. That means we will add all the terms, that is 67,717, and the next one is 7,739. After adding all this, 7 plus 3 is 10, 9, 19, 1 carry, 3 plus 3 6 plus 1 7, 7 plus 7 14, 14 plus 5, that is 19, 1 carry over, 7 plus 7 plus 14 plus 7 21, 2 carry over, and here we have 7 plus 7 14 plus 1 15. So 1,51,979 distance covered by these 3 planes in the 3 weeks. That's how we can solve the remaining part. Now I hope you have understood the chapter pretty well. You just have to practice exercise questions and don't forget to revise this topic again.